Welcome to 0 to 60.
I'm Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 60 Football Academy and 60 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of football.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We are at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much.
All right. 0 to 60. We're rolling. What's happening? Happy Monday. Welcome to 0 to 60. I'm your host, Matt McChesney. Bailey's on the ones and the twos. We have a lot to talk about today as we get started on a great week. Camp has started. We just got done with Vista's first practice. Big Nick's out there throwing people around. Looked pretty good to me. So lots to talk about. Football's on and rolling, and boy, am I excited about it. So, Bailey, let's get started. And as always, the show's brought to you by our good friends at FanDuel.
Yeah, Matt, the show's brought to you by FanDuel, and we're going to talk some betting here later on in the show. But, Matt, we'll get right into it here. Your Denver Broncos, we actually talked about this guy on Friday. Zach Allen, freaking dude at the three-tech position, gets a $102 million extension, including $69.5 million guaranteed, Matt. What was your reaction to seeing this?
That Denver's defense is going to just – look, Denver's defense I already thought was the best in football, and then – Bree's been out to training camp a couple of times and raving about them, and the media is raving about them, and they're just top to bottom. They are fucking put together. And this guy is a baller. He's a great player at the three technique position. It's important to get a player wrapped up like this when he's such an integral part of your defense. The Broncos are. The Broncos are very sneaky, like a Super Bowl contender, in my opinion, because they've got a young quarterback that can sling it, who's on a rookie deal. They're building around him. They've got a lot of veteran players. They got a great defense. And they remind me so much of Philadelphia right before they broke through and started becoming this new Eagles team.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that they're on the verge of something big with a great coach that's done it before. So. Yeah, getting a guy like this locked down, it's a paramount deal and a smart one.
Oh, 100%. I think the additions of Dre Greenlaw and then Hufanga at the strong safety position, those are going to be, I think, that would really tip the scales on your defense. Matt, since this show is brought to you by FanDuel, your Broncos actually open up against the Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward in Week 1 at Mile High, Matt, as 7.5-point favorites. To me, as somebody who's out in Tennessee, I'm going to take Cam Ward, the Titans plus 7.5 all day. But Matt, how you feeling about that? And kind of looking ahead to your Broncos opening day matchup, 7.5.
I'll be surprised if Tennessee scores. I think Denver's deep. I think you could. I bet Denver beats Tennessee by 3 touchdowns in the opener.
Wow. Give me Tennessee plus 7.5. I'm rocking with Cam Ward. I think they can run the ball. Got Pollard and Tyjae Spears.
Against Denver in Denver? No, bro. Come on. They're feeding Cam Ward to the best defense in football on the road in his first start. Come on, dog. They're going to get butchered.
Have some faith in Bill Callahan, Matt. You know how great of an offensive line coach Bill Callahan.
I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. If you don't have the horses, it don't matter.
Oh, I can't wait for the season, Matt. Less than a month away, less than 30 days away, Matt, from Colorado's opening matchup against Georgia Tech, Matt. Man, I can't wait to get into it. And, Matt, going across Colorado training camp, a name that is just I keep hearing over and over again. I've gotten DMs from people saying, talk about Noah King. Noah King, class of 2025 freshman, transferred to Colorado from K-State here this spring. Matt, Noah King's been making some plays on the defensive side of the ball. Now he's 6'3". I will mention Pete Carroll to the likes in Seattle, the Seahawks back in the day, always loved the long corners, and Noah King's been getting after it, Matt. There's several clips of him. Here's him, I believe, getting a pick here. Matt. But I mean, shoot, Noah King's been making plays, and I like to see it. What was your reaction to seeing this from Noah King, freshman?
Well, at a school where we're not supposed to have any young talent and it's all older guys, it's good to see a freshman stepping up.
Yeah.
It's also good to steal a player from Kansas State.
I knew you were going to say that.
They stole Dylan Edwards, so we got Noah King. Now, look, there's a huge difference between doing it on Saturdays and doing it in practice. So the next step is to go contribute and break through in that secondary, which is deep. And they got dudes. So this is just another one. And this is the thing. They've got such good depth in Boulder right now. And they really need to build on it. Like, this can't be let's get to 8 or 9 wins and feel good about it. Like, they need to build on 9 wins.
Oh, yeah.
That should be the expectation. So this is another really good depth piece. And this kid can play. Now the key is getting him on the field and letting him play, so you don't lose them again in the transfer portal.
Yeah, well said. And I know you appreciate Colorado taking some K-State's defensive backs, or any K-State player for that matter, Matt. But yeah, one thing you mentioned, Colorado is, and I was just looking at their depth, and we'll kind of go over that this week, kind of the projected depth chart. We looked at the offensive line last week, Matt. They are deep, especially at wide receiver and defensive back, Matt. When I look at Caden Salter and Juju, they got a lot of weapons to throw to, not just from the starting position. You go look at the reserves, man. They got dudes and Hakeem Williams as a backup. Like, you gotta understand, they got some dudes, man. So,
yeah, they do. They're deep. They're deep as shit. And they've got the ability to have the second and the third units come in and run with the ones, and like really challenge you. And that's a good thing. If you lose some people, at least you have guys that can step in and help. So, and also it just promotes as much competition as humanly possible, because everybody in the room can play. So there's only so many goddamn reps, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can only do so much. So, excuse me, this group of skill players 3 years in, it's crazy to say that they're better as a whole without Travis Hunter and Shador. But, I mean, as a whole, are they? I mean,
that's the next question, Matt, because I'm like, dude,
better? Is Salter and Juju and everybody in that room better than just Shador? Because you got depth. And is the wide receiver and DB rooms, even though they were, I don't know, the wide receiver room last year was pretty goddamn deep.
I mean, we can compare it, Matt. So this year, I mean, they are loaded. So, I mean, you got Marion Miller, Hakeem Williams, playing this. I would project a Marion to start. By the way, we've talked about it. Marion's about to have a breakout season. I really think he can become a premier
he's a hell of a player.
Receiver in college football. I mean, shoot. Sincere Brown coming over from Campbell, veteran. You also got Joseph Williams as well, who I expect to I haven't seen him make a lot of plays in practice, getting a lot of catches from Caden Salter. Probably the best receiver on Colorado's roster right now is Draylon Miller. I really expect him to take that next step up in his sophomore season, because we saw what he could do last year as a true freshman. And then obviously you got Isaiah Harge, who I guess they're focusing more on the slot position rather than defensive back. But obviously last year he had the gray jersey, went both ways. Seem to be prioritizing him more in the slot, Matt, this season. Wide receivers are pretty deep, Matt, though. I don't know. How would you compare it to last year's roster?
Well, I'm not going to say they're as good. They might be as deep.
That was my question.
I can't say they're as good yet. I mean, last year's group, even though Shepard dropped a bunch of balls, he also had a ton of great catches. And Wester was a beast. And, Jimmy Horn can route you up all day. And Travis Hunter won the fucking Heisman. So I can't sit here and say that this year's group is better. They might be as deep. I mean, I don't know. Shit, we'll see what kind of year they have and if you can match Travis's numbers. I don't think you can match Travis's swag and what he brings to the table, though. It's impossible. So I'm not going to say they're better, but they can be as good from a numbers perspective easily. Yeah.
100%, Matt. Let's because I think they're definitely as deep. Whether they're as good as waits to be seen here. We still don't even know who's at starting at quarterback yet, Matt. But Matt,
we won't until the opener.
I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with it. Shock Georgia Tech and keep them in the dark, because I'm with that. Matt, let's move to the NFL. This is a situation I haven't gotten your opinion on yet at all. I don't know if you've seen the Gilly versus Cam Newton debate where Gilly's going at him and Cam responds basically saying you're a nobody. And Gilly was at his birthday party over the weekend, Matt, and Big Dom, I don't know if you remember Big Dom, the big Italian security guard. He let Gilly hold the Super Bowl trophy from this past year. And here's Gilly's reaction to this, Matt. Take a look.
Cam ain't never had one of these. I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. Thank you, Jalen.
I don't know if you've seen any of this crap, Matt, or any of this situation between Gilly and
who
Cam
the fuck
Newton.
is this guy?
See, so let's get.
Who the fuck is this douchebag? He didn't earn
I guess
shit.
he's a rapper.
You're a fucking fan, bitch. You're just holding someone else's trophy, homie. You didn't earn shit. Cam Newton's an NFL MVP and won a Heisman, and arguably is an NFL Hall of Famer. I mean, you can say what you want about him, not liking him or not liking him, his personality. Look at his 10 years in the league. They were pretty fucking dynamic.
Mm-hmm. And
so who the fuck is this guy? Who's Gilly?
So Gilly is, I guess, a Philly rapper, so to speak. He hosts a podcast with Wallow, his cousin. Now, Matt, this all started because Cam Newton came out and said Jalen Hurts isn't a top 10 quarterback. And then Gilly responded, and I don't know if you remember him.
Jalen Hurts isn't a top 10 quarterback.
Well, I agree with Cam on that one. I don't know if you ever seen him wear the big ass Eagles hat, like where the fucking they're dancing a too short and shit, like before the playoffs.
Oh, he's the local Philadelphia clown. Okay, so he's the fucking clown who thinks that he's part of the team. He's that guy.
Yeah.
Isn't he the fucking clown that dressed up in full uniform and walked around the city and shit?
Yes, he's the mascot, man. I call him.
Oh, yeah. So, look, I'm glad he's super fan, and that's cool. Be super fan. But you are not a player. You don't have the right to talk shit to the worst player on the team. To the worst player in franchise history, you don't have the right to talk shit to him because you can't hold his jockstrap. You're a fucking comedian. You're a fucking rapper. You're just a dude, dog. You're not the dude. How dare you talk shit to Cam Newton?
It's like a clown show at this point.
Cam's not coming after you for being a shitty rapper that no one's ever heard about.
I gotta show you, Cam.
Like, dude, I'm sorry, but this could play that again, and this motherfucker really has hate in his heart towards Cam. Like, he won the trophy. Like, just because you walk around and hold people's balls inside the Eagles locker room and you walk over and fucking make sure everybody's knobs polished off because you're super fan that day, that don't give you the right to fucking get a ring. You're not part of the team. You're a fucking fan.
I don't know if you
don't fucking play, dog. How fucking people like this drive me crazy, homie. It's like the dude in the stands that when I hear at a Bronco game, when I hear, oh, I could fucking do that.
Oh shit!
No, really, motherfucker. Could you? Could you do it? Well, get your fat ass out there and fucking do it then.
Matt, I don't know if you've heard Cam Newton's response to Gilly. Gilly, we're just getting started on this topic, Matt, because there's multiple
videos. What a fucking bitch, dude. No, I didn't see this, and this is the first time I'm seeing it, and you're getting my valid feelings towards this. I hope this guy isn't around Colorado football. We do not need this motherfucker around Colorado football. If he is, please, Jesus, keep him away from CU.
Oh, shit. Chat knows. Matt, here's Cam Newton's response to Gilly. Who
the fuck is this clown, dude? Unbelievable.
Hey, listen.
Do that. Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do. That was win a Super Bowl.
There will not be no playing with my name, with my career. This is all entertainment here.
Man, shut your tight jean wearing ass up, man. You had on a jersey with a bow tie, you corny ass nigga. You will never be able to fight with Jalen Hurts, nigga. You super goofy, corny ass nigga.
I know why you in your feelings, Gilly. Was it the album comment? Can you name me one Gilly the Kid album? Damn. Did you know his album was Philadelphia?
That kind of struck a nerve.
Where I'm from, Gilly, we stab and we twist. Wise words was told to me, they say, when you go low, I go to hell. So let's bring up your actual facts and your actual stats. When I'm looking at your rap career, Gilly did not chart any solo singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Philadelphia didn't do no numbers. Dang. Former member of Major Figures, space rap group Late.
Gilly started it because Cam came out and said Jalen Hurts wasn't a top 10 quarterback, and Gilly responded.
Well, look, Jalen Hurts just won a Super Bowl. He's a great player.
Oh yeah, there was no
in the system he's in. It is absolutely knockout central. He is perfect for the team. He is perfect for the receivers he has. He's perfect for the scheme. He's perfect for the run game. Saquon Barkley is a big reason they won a title. Let's be real. That offensive line is the best offensive line I've seen. And maybe this is a reach, but since the Great Wall of Dallas,
I mean, yeah,
those Broncos offensive lines were pretty fucking good, but they were a little different. They were more like stretch zone and chop you down, not really manhandle you. This Philadelphia offensive line will just beat the shit out of you, and defensively they are unbelievable. So they're a complete team. I think that Jalen Hurts is going to be remembered the same way that Terry Bradshaw is remembered. Like the leader of an unbelievable roster that maybe doesn't get as much fucking love as he should. Look, I don't know this guy. He's a rapper, obviously. I'm reading in the chat that he's already talked to CU. So, okay.
He's been around.
Never fucking mind. Apparently now I'm the bad guy because I'm not a Gilly fan.
Oh, dude. Okay.
I don't know who the fuck Gilly is. So you miss me with all this shit, CU people. I don't know who the fuck he is. I don't listen to his music. You can kiss my ass if you're actually going to get on me about rappers now. Fuck you. So I'm just saying, no rapper, none of you fanboys have the right to go after Cam Newton. I bet you even Coach Prime would say, Gilly, you're wrong on this one.
Fuck yeah, well, that's my whole point.
Yeah, I would fucking hope so. So give me a fucking break.
You started something. No, Gilly's dumbass did by saying this shit to Cam Newton. Now, Matt, this
isn't even started something. I started something. I didn't do shit. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is.
Towards us, we just report on the news. But Matt, Johnny Manziel responded to Gilly. We showed the video of him at the Super Bowl party holding up the trophy. Johnny Manziel to Gilly saying, "Yo, Gilly, you may be the biggest fucking loser on the planet. Talking like you fucking done anything on a football field. If I see you, just know I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. Trust." And then he said,
that's the way that players feel when you talk shit about the fraternity. We, and I can say we can talk shit about each other all day. And we will go back and forth. Y'all can't say shit. Buy your ticket, eat your hot dog, drink your beer, and shut the fuck up.
Matt, Gilly responded to Johnny Manziel in an interesting video he posted to, I believe, Twitter over the weekend, Matt, and you're going to have an interesting reaction to this. Take a listen.
Come on, Johnny. Out of all the motherfuckers you can fuck with, Johnny, what the fuck would make you stop at me, man? Huh? What would make you stop at that bus stop and fuck with me, Johnny? I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. Ain't no secret. You had 8 ball of that shit, Johnny.
What is this?
I figured.
Why are we talking about this motherfucker today so much?
This is massive news over the weekend. I'm glad
that's him trying to mock Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, he's going at everybody. I'm glad Johnny Manziel calling this shit out. Like,
okay, look, man. In the world we live in, where there's so many telephone tough guys, this just gives fuel to the next coward that won't do shit with their hands.
True.
Gilly will probably have bodyguards around him, and he'll talk a lot of shit. But Cam Newton would shit stomp him, and Johnny Manziel will probably beat the shit out of his little ass too. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to talk at the rate that you are, eventually you're going to have to back it up with your teeth.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't understand it. Like, why? What's the point? Because Cam Newton, as an ex-NFL MVP who played in the Super Bowl, you can think whatever you want about him, but those are facts. Who won a Heisman, who was maybe the best college player of a generation, maybe, gave his honest opinion about Jalen Hurts, saying he's probably not a top 10 quarterback. Okay, so let's go top 10 quarterbacks off the top of my head.
Go ahead.
Mahomes, Burrow, Allen. Help me. Mahomes, Burrow, Allen. Fucking Matt Stafford.
Stafford, yeah.
Stafford's better than Goff is better than him.
CJ
Stroud's a better prospect than Jalen Hurts. I don't know about CJ Stroud.
I have to put CJ.
I would take Bo Nix. Well, I probably wouldn't take Bo Nix. I don't know. That's a good question. Okay, it's a solid question. But to say that Cam Newton doesn't have the right to say it, that also is ridiculous. So I just don't understand the vitriol back at him, like calling him a bitch and shit and saying, you never got one of these. Yeah, neither did you, homie. You're a fucking comedian. Shut the fuck up. God, dude. Oh.
It's all for clicks and
this, bro, this is my thing. The lack of respect for how hard this game is to play is amazing to me. It's fucking amazing to me, all you fucking fanboys who actually think you could do this shit, or like you played in high school, so you like think that you were good or something, or you got fucked over by your coach, like, or somehow like you got overseen. Like, do you understand how hard this motherfucking game is? Yeah, and how the ability to play it for a long time, and how good you have to be, and how tough you have to be, and like what it takes. Holy shit, dog. Like, I have to myself step back sometimes and just realize what I did. I have to have Bailey and Steve Rosgan and JB and tell me that, yeah, you're a 1%er. Why are you talking bad about yourself? Just because that's the way we think.
Yeah, but I mean, you're 1%er more than anybody.
I just don't understand it. Like the disrespect for people that did this, and it's the people at the highest level. Cam Newton won a motherfucking MVP. Yeah. Gilly I've never even heard of him before. I didn't even know he was a rapper. If he wasn't the number one jock sniffer of the Philadelphia Eagles, we wouldn't even know who he is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, shit. Everyone I'm asked is fucking besides the chat.
And look, I know I'm a nobody. Who the fuck am I? Blah blah blah. If he comes after me, he'll probably tear up my fucking resume or whatever the fuck. And
yeah, please.
Kim, dude, I don't have a fucking clue who you are, so tear up the resume, motherfucker. I mean, who cares? Yeah, I'm on team Cam Newton on this one. Sorry, I don't care if he's talked to the Buffs or not.
Amen, Matt. Like, give me, like, I don't. The chat, y'all kill me, Matt. Let's move forward let's go to Chicago, Matt, because we got to talk about Caleb Williams and the Bears. He was going through a drill, a quarterback throwing through the net drill, Matt, and he got really frustrated during his first attempt in this drill, Matt.
Dang it, darn it. Oh, my God. I threw it left. Oh.
Matt, what are your expectations for Caleb Williams in 2025? I have had several phone conversations with Tank Johnson, former Chicago Bear, and he is, to say the least, concerned. Matt, go ahead.
He is such a bitch, dude. He's such a bitch, dude. He's the kind of guy you play against, and if he misses a throw, you're just like, did you miss a throw? He's such a little bitch, dog. I mean, come on, man. There's cameras everywhere. Oh, God darn it, dang it, I missed. Well, shut the fuck up. No, he's in trouble. He's terrible. I'm telling you, that might be the worst number one pick. It might be worse than Jamarcus Russell.
Oh, my God. Damn, I wasn't looking at that bad. I just think that
at least Jamarcus Russell had a read. At least Jamarcus Russell was like, look, I'm taking all $70 million and I'm investing it in scissor. At least he had a goal. You know what I'm saying?
He was had a goal. I mean, shit, you ain't
this motherfucker's just like, he's out here just throwing tissy fits and oh, dude.
Just
who cares if he missed the swear? There's some other shit going on, dog. This isn't a good look. That's not good.
Oh, no,
that's a much bigger problem. If you're reacting to that drill like that, there's something bigger going on. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you react like this.
Well, I mean, it just seems like.
I understand it's 3 bad throws. Calm the fuck down.
Like, you ever seen a little kid get mad doing some shit and he just fucking throw a fit up the wall? That's what.
He's just freaking the fuck out. Like, calm down, homie. Shit. I don't know. Maybe Gilly can go talk to him and calm him down.
Chad's just gonna love that. Wayne said something. He might have had the wrong nail polish on, Matt.
Maybe it was slippery on his fingers.
part of the frustration. But Matt,
maybe he had the glitter kind and some got in his eye or something.
Yeah. I mean, Matt, in all seriousness, I've seen a lot of stuff coming out of Bears camp, and I am concerned, Matt.
Big time. They play in a great division with great defenses, and everybody wants to beat this kid's ass because he's a fucking he's a fruit, bro. He's a fruity motherfucker. It's what he is. He might as well be like he's what he is. Don't tell me he's not.
I mean, I agree. Disagree with you.
He opens the door for everybody to just attack him on the field. I know that nobody wants to hear this because we're in nice guy land, and I can't even criticize a guy I don't know who I don't give a fuck when we went to practice. Miss me if I see Wallow on the sideline, I'm not going to even know who the fuck he is. What do I care? I listen to metal, motherfucker. I don't know who Wallow is.
Metal, yeah.
I just got done fucking smashing my face to Lamb of God on the way home. You think I listen to fucking Wallow? Suck a nut. Miss me with this shit, motherfucker. What I'm saying simply is on the field, Caleb Williams struggles. They just start chirping. They do. Chirp, 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 chirp. And look, NFL players are some of the best shit talkers in the history of the world.
Yeah, you already saw last year, game one, Jeffrey Simmons calling out Caleb Williams and shit. And goddamn, if it wasn't for the Titans having Will Levis at quarterback, they were going to win that game because they were up 17-0. And Will Levis,
and he just started fucking chirping, and he got in his head, and it was over. But what do you mean you don't like my nails? Oh, I'm up 17.
Matt, the Chicago Bears, thanks to our sponsor FanDuel, they open up as 1.5-point favorites on Monday Night Football at home against the Minnesota Vikings, led by JJ McCarthy. Matt, if I'm better, I am taking Vikings money line all day. I think the Vikings are head over heels better.
I'll take the Vikings. Whatever the number is, I'm going over it.
Yeah, I'm just taking money line. I don't know how the Vikings are underdogs against the Bears in Week 1. I get JJ is a new.
Look at this.
Cat, I guess, but I don't know.
Mayonnaise boy.
Mayonnaise boy couldn't. No,
Mayonnaise boy.
No, he couldn't. And this is
what does mayonnaise boy mean? What is mayonnaise boy?
Will Levis. yeah. There's a reason Cam Ward is starting now.
Good call. Good call. Mayonnaise boy had surgery, didn't he?
Yeah, he's actually out for the
Wait a second. I thought Wallow's not a rapper. Am I talking about the right Gilly? Not Wallow.
They do a podcast. Wallow's the cousin or some shit. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know who Wallow is. My bad. I didn't mean to talk shit about him. But the other guy, I don't have a fucking
Gilly, yeah.
Unless he wants to cover some like fucking Pantera or something, I'm probably not going to listen.
Could do that, Matt. Matt, we're going to take a brief break. When we come back on the other side, we're going to talk about the WNBA.
Yes.
I'm
so glad we get to talk about the Brick League.
Yeah, well, there's just several incidents in the WNBA that I think we need to react to.
You mean the Masons Convention? That's what it is. It's a Masons Convention. We're going to take all these bricks and build a shelter for the homeless so their mother can move out of my fucking house.
Me bounce. What's her name? Angel Reese. Fuck. Matt, we're also going to discuss Mary Kay Cabot, who is a Browns reporter who the Colorado fans are just a massive fan of. By the way, I'm going to have her on my show Thursday. She came out and made an interesting joke about Bill Belichick and 28-year-old women who she was 28 at the time covering Bill Belichick and the Patriots, and she learned a lot. Matt, we're going to react to that and so much more. If you're watching, folks, go ahead and hit that like
button. Are we talking about shit we don't care about? Time out. I don't care about anything, and I talk about everything. You think I give a fuck about any of this shit? We talk about it because y'all watch.
Matt, we're going to discuss this and so much more here on the other side, folks. If you're watching, hit that like button, subscribe, and become a member of the Dungeon family today. What a great first half of the show, folks. This show is brought to you by FanDuel and also brought to you by 6 Equipment. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes, folks. Peace.
Whether it's offensive linemen as they work combos and double teams and also pass pro and punch, I think the unique physicality of this is outstanding. So much so that you can use it for your shield on punt team or as you rush in the shield. There's so many different ways that we're using it. We get better a little bit every single day, and I just wanted to say thank you because I hadn't ever thought of this, and when I saw it, it made total sense, and we're doing a great job with it. So thank you, man. Go Big Red. What this has done for us is it's allowed us to, because of the surface area, because of its firm nature, I can still strike against another player and have to use that punch just like you do on a sled. At the same time, have to time my punch because it could move. I can teach defensive linemen how to handle double teams because they can feel pressure. We can simulate contact in a safe environment in non-contact times because of this unique bag.
Welcome down here to the Lab 60 Football Academy, 60 Strength and Fitness. I am your owner and operator, Matt McChesney. I just wanted to let everybody know that 60 is now on Cameo. You can go on Cameo and request any tips for training, any offensive line, defensive line tips, recruiting tips. I get so many inquiries in my inbox on a daily basis about tips and can you look at my film and can you do this? Can you break down something for me? I'd love to. All right? It's like the Joker said, my man, right here. If you're good at something, never do it for free. So Cameo is now your bridge to 60 Football Academy. Go in, request what you want, tips, suggestions, recruiting, film, and we will make sure that you get the absolute best from the best. So check out 60 on Cameo at 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy.
And we're back, Matt. If you guys are watching, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, become a member. Matt, Shedeur Sanders sat out of a team period in Browns training camp over the weekend due to shoulder soreness. I thought it was interesting considering Kenny Pickett's been out with a hamstring injury and seemingly can't give up any reps. But now, Matt, Shedeur is obviously a full participant today. And also, Dylan Gabriel has been reportedly dealing with, I believe, a hamstring injury. So that's something to take note of as well, Matt. I don't know. You have any updates or thoughts on the Browns quarterback situation as we get closer to the season?
I mean, no updates. I doubt Kenny Pickett's on the roster.
Yeah.
And I would bet Flacco starts and Shedeur and Gabriel compete for backup reps and get better in practice and yada, yada, yada. Yeah. I do think Shedeur has something different.
Me too, 100%.
I just think he's got something different, and I can't wait to see it when it does come. I am not in a hurry to see it.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm not in a hurry to see it, and a lot of it is because of the franchise he plays for.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm more worried about the franchise that he plays for than him. I'm worried that he's going to go out and be surrounded by incompetence, and it's not going to look good, and that's going to be thrown on him rather than looking at the absolute fucking dumpster fire that is the Cleveland Browns. And I mean, I don't know if there is a bigger dumpster fire in NFL history than that franchise. So, and I'm not talking about the Cleveland Browns post Baltimore Ravens. That franchise turned into the Baltimore Ravens. That should be the franchise in Cleveland with multiple Super Bowl wins and fucking out of the ashes. And they should have a new team in Baltimore, but no. They had to go reload the shit turds. And it's just everything bad about the Browns is what this new franchise has been about. So they don't sign people well. They don't develop people well. They don't take advantage of good teams. The one time they've had a good quarterback, they just shipped his ass off for old Captain Rub and Tug. That didn't go too well. So I'm more concerned about Shedeur's future with a shitty franchise than Shedeur being a shitty player. I think he's a great player. Personally, I believe this in my heart. It's about where you go as a quarterback, not necessarily who you are.
Yeah.
If Patrick Mahomes doesn't go to Kansas City and wait for a year and develop under Andy Reid, is he Patrick Mahomes? If Joe Montana doesn't get drafted by Bill Walsh in the third round out of Notre Dame, does he win 4 Super Bowls with the 49ers? If Troy Aikman doesn't get drafted number 1 by the Cowboys and go through a 1-15 season and become Troy Aikman, is he with the Cowboys and all that talent, is he Troy Aikman? If Terry Bradshaw out of Louisiana Tech doesn't get drafted by the fucking Steelers under Noel with all that talent. Is he Terry Bradshaw? I mean, come on, dog. Everyone knows that shit. That's why John Elway and the Mannings, and if Caleb Williams and his dad would have been smart, Caleb Williams would have mandated where they go and how they go. That's why they did it. John Elway and Jack Elway did not want to go to the Baltimore Colts that were about to move. And they were right. And Eli didn't want to go to the Chargers. He was right. Phillip Rivers might get into the Hall of Fame. Eli Manning should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's not, but he should have been.
See, that's a debate that I've had for weeks with Smitty and JB because Smitty's
100%. He's the only guy to fucking really corral Tom Brady, bro.
Thank you. That's Hall of Fame worthy. Like, I've been arguing this,
and he did it twice. I mean, it's not just a one-off. He won 2 Super Bowls. He's a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. He made 2 of the best throws in Super Bowl history. The one to Manningham in the second Super Bowl is better than the fucking helmet catch. The fucking catch to Manningham on the sideline is one of the best throws I've ever fucking seen, ever.
Little ass kid watched that. I remember I had a Manningham jersey. Shit. I remember.
So, like, well, and keep this in mind. He had all of that being the fucking son of Archie and the brother of Peyton. You know how much goddamn fucking pressure that is?
Yeah, real.
I mean, think about how many other guys have brothers or siblings or fathers in the league who can't amount to a hill of fucking beans.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got his brother's the best quarterback in history, and he matches him on fucking Super Bowls. But Peyton's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but Eli's not. Get the fuck out of here. Miss me, dog. Peyton's the first ballot Hall of Famer, but Eli's not, and they both have the same amount of Super Bowls, and one of them could beat Tom Brady, and one of them struggled.
The argument was between Eli and Phillip Rivers, and Smitty's argument was due to Phillip's stats and Phillip being
Phillip Rivers doesn't deserve
Eli beat Tom twice, and like you guys sit here and act like Eli was horrible.
Phillip Rivers never even went to the fucking Super Bowl, dog. He went to one AFC title game. He is not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Thank you,
I'm
man.
sorry, but look, if we're going to sit here and debate the wide receiver position and say that there's too many receivers because the numbers haven't fluctuated the receiver position, and all these guys look like they're worthy for the Hall of Fame, but are they really? Because that's the conversation with that position, and you know it is. Then the same conversation needs to be had with quarterbacks.
Right, yeah.
Because there are so many stat-padded quarterbacks that didn't do really dick. And I'm sorry, if you can't win if you can't get to a Super Bowl, how does that make you a Hall of Famer? And Dan Marino made 1 Super Bowl. I get it. That was back in the fucking 80s, dog. We're talking about modern day football where it's not like a realization if somebody throws 50 touchdowns. Dan Marino stepped in and threw 45 touchdowns, and people were like, oh my fucking God, we can throw the ball. Yeah. We're talking about like the modern era on when they realign the divisions and shit even. Like, let's be real here. It's never been easier to throw the football down the field. So everybody that has numbers is a Hall of Famer? No. Phillip Rivers and Eli Manning, I don't even think it's a debate.
Well said, man. I agree with you, man. People don't give Eli Manning enough damn credit. So that was kind of my notion. I don't understand how you can sit here and say he's not a Hall of Famer. He beat fucking Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. Like, it ain't give me a break. Matt, going back to the Cleveland Browns, Mary Kay Cabot, who's a Cleveland Browns reporter who Colorado fans and Prime Sexuals just are a huge fan of. Most of the Browns reporters, the Prime Sexuals just love, Matt, you know.
The Prime Sexuals are a moody group.
Anyway, yeah.
They really hate it when you don't agree with them. They're like, oh my God, I am a Prime Sexual, and that is not acceptable. You don't misgender me.
Misgender. Okay. Mary Kay Cabot talked about Bill Belichick. She covered the Patriots in her younger years as a female reporter covering Bill Belichick and the Patriots. She talked about that and kind of made a funny joke out of it, Matt. Take a listen.
Belichick was the first Browns coach I ever covered. You see, if you start out with Bill Belichick, no one can rattle you after that. If Bill didn't like something I wrote, he'd call and yell at me. If you asked a dumb question, he'd call you out. Eventually, I had to learn to stand up to him. During one of those yelling matches, I told him, If you don't have the footballs to say that to the guys, then don't say it to me. Bam. But now, I totally understand why Bill gave me such a hard time. I was 28 at the time, and he just couldn't relate to a woman that old.
Shout out to Mary Kate Cabot. That's hilarious. I'm having her on my show Thursday, by the way, folks. So stay tuned. She does a hell of a job.
That's good. All right. Shit.
She came out and said it was a joke, not a savage shot, just a little joke. I'll ask her about that on Thursday. But Matt, what are your reaction to that?
A fucking joke, man. Just get over it. Because he's dating a fucking child. He knows he is. Bill Belichick's 104 years old. She's like 15. There's some Game of Thrones shit, like she's being forced to marry him, so the fucking the clans can unite or some shit, dude. Like, no, father, I don't want to go across the reach and marry old fucking Captain Bill, but I have to fucking keep the families aligned because like he's 85 and old balls, and she looks like that. Dog, she doesn't actually like that. There's no way. When she stretches out his nuts and like fucking fans herself with him, there's no way she likes that.
Called Tar Heels.
Like
Tar Heels. Chapel Hill. Let's go. Thursday. I'm having Mary Kay Cabot on my show Thursday. Stay tuned, Ty.
She's not coming on my show. I don't know who that
we'll
is,
talk Shore Sanders and everything else that you guys just
and jokes. No fucking fun.
No fun. Matt, let's go to the WNBA now because we got a lot to discuss. We discussed the somebody throwing a green dildo on the court.
The Masons Convention. Nice. Yes, I love talking about the Masons Convention. Tell me.
Matt, so the WNBA arrested a fan over the weekend.
Hold on.
Okay.
Come on. That's true. They did play well, but without Eli's throws, they lose both of them.
Facts. See, that's facts.
All right, continue. Sorry, you're talking about dildos and people getting arrested because of them. Go.
Yes. So the WNBA arrested a fan over the weekend. I don't know the gender or any information on the fan. I've been trying to find out because other shows.
Who gives a shit? They should give an award.
Anyway, there was another dildo incident over the weekend, Matt. Take a look.
Good. They should be a dildo incident in every one of these stupid fucking games. Is it another green dildo?
Got a whistle away.
Yes, I love how she kicks it. Kick the dildo. She's done that before.
And that's like
her husband got home early and she was like, oh, gotta kick the dildo into the fucking closet or something. Whoop.
Oh my goodness, Matt. This is
I want to go to a NBA game so bad just to see if someone throws a dildo. And I don't want to insinuate that it's your dildo. We never want to like place blame. I just say dildo. Sorry, my bad. Can this be a thing, please? Please, God, can the rest of every WNBA game for history from now on, can somebody please, for the love of God, please go throw a bright green dildo on the floor, please? Please. Do you know how funny it is that it enrages everybody so much?
Don't get caught. That's all I got to say. A lot of
Why? What's going to happen? A hate crime if you throw a dildo?
Huh?
If you throw a plastic cock, is that like a felony?
We'll probably make it into one now after having the
bro.
Twice
And everybody should bring a plastic cock and throw them all at the same time and just laden the floor in plastic dildos, green ones, just because people are so offended by it. Like fucking lesbians don't use dildos. Fuck you. Don't get mad at us.
He said, fuck
we're just fucking laughing at it. Don't get mad at me. I'm not the one offended by it. It's a dick. Get over it. It's not my fault you don't like dicks.
Yeah, Gore, I'm not even going to get into that because I couldn't believe what I was watching this morning.
I thought it was incredible.
Really
I think it's awesome.
Just
the more green dildos, the better.
Yeah.
And you can get back at the NBA. Come start throwing pocket pussies on the fucking on the floor at an NBA game and see what happens. I bet you somebody laughs and it's not really that big of a deal.
Probably. Matt.
But again, there's no jokes allowed. And if anything happens that offends anyone, we're going to have a fucking feelings contest, get a comfort dog, and maybe somebody's wig will get ripped off, and we can all cry about that too. At the next Masons Convention, we'll figure it out. And by Masons Convention, I mean WNBA game. that no one gives a Tiffany fuck about. Don't act like you watch. Shut up. All you women out there that are offended by this, name me one fucking person other than Caitlin Clark.
The women don't watch it, man.
Name me one fucking player.
Watch sports, bro. That's the truth.
Exactly. No one watches this shit. No one cares. No one wants to watch a bunch of layups and miss layups. We already do that in the NBA.
Exactly. Matt, great show here on this fine Monday. We'll be back tomorrow to cover all things Colorado Buffaloes football news and more. Any closing thoughts before we get out of here, man, on this fine Monday? Go ahead.
You know, I was going to say this, but I didn't. But then you did, so now I'm going to say it.
Oh, jeez.
It's exactly how I feel too, Mike.
Fuck. I mean, I'm not going to comment, but Mike,
I'm also confused about this, Mike. This is something that has confused me also. And I'm glad you brought it up, bro. And this is something we need to talk about. I don't understand it either. How can you not but do? You feel me? Like I'm confused.
Make it make sense.
Try and just make it make sense a little bit, because it doesn't. It just makes no sense.
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of confusion. Matt, we'll be back tomorrow and cover all things.
You know what we should do? You know what we should do? I wonder if, like, you wore a helmet with a big green dildo on top of it to the game. Would they let you in?
No, you're gonna look like a freaking no.
You'll look like a fucking superhero. The WNBA version of a fucking superhero is what you look like.
Good one, Matt.
Hey, don't act like half the people that's when they see the fucking dildo hit the floor, half of those women aren't just like, oh, look at that motherfucker. No, there's just the coaches. My bad. Sorry, it's just the coaches.
It's just the coaches. Oh man, Matt.
I didn't throw the dildo. Everybody, don't get mad at me. Okay,
it wasn't you.
You can get fucking offended all you want, but aim it in the right direction. Find the dildo thrower. Yell at them. I'm just reacting to the green dildo. Fuck. I'm not the one out there purchasing said dildos and throwing them. I didn't do that. That's your fucking problem. When people stop throwing dildos, I'll stop making fun of it.
Exactly. Yeah, insane. Exactly. Matt, we'll be live. We'll be live tomorrow here on.
Hey, how do we get that dude on the show?
Which dude?
The Gilly.
I'll make some calls, Matt. We'll figure it out.
He's a Colorado guy, right? He goes and talks to the team.
I guess so. Yeah, he's been around Prime.
I just want to know how many other guys are just bitch ass motherfuckers that can't play. You know what I'm saying? Like,
good question, Matt.
Is it just one? Does he just hate Cam Newton, or is there a list of like? I'd like to know.
Good question, Matt. Here, Matt, we'll be live tomorrow here on 0 to 60. I got something at my door for some reason, I guess. Good show here, and we'll be live tomorrow. And any closing thoughts, Matt?
No. After all that, I think we got enough figured out for the day. So,
see you tomorrow, folks.
Yeah, you guys have a great day.
Have a great day.